Haley Welch is a retarded, inbred white woman who got famous for making a sex joke in a YouTube interview.
You gotta give him that mock tuna and spit on that.
You may ask yourself, why is she relevant? Well, today I seek the answer to that question because I don't actually fucking know. To be clear, I did not want to make this video, but seeing as the stuff I do like to make isn't popular, I needed to resort to bashing the disabled to make my bag, which is hilarious because I work for free. Her accomplishment list is very brief. She has made A, a sex joke, B, she has a mid-podcast, which is funded by Jake Paul, C, she made an app, probably also funded by Jake Paul, and D, she scammed her fans out of millions with a crypto coin, which was probably also the idea of Jake Paul. Her list of contributions to society is actually in the negatives, but she is still somehow successful, having many celebrities like Mark Cuban, Wiz Khalifa, and Jake Paul on her podcast. Which is hilarious because I'm pretty sure he funds it. It's very intelligent of her to cozy up to the brother of the Suicide Forest guy. And also, Jake Paul is the same guy who recently beat up an old man. For money. Anyways, back to her podcast. It's great, with lots of female anatomy jokes.
Get Botox in your armpits so that you don't sweat. Yeah. The dermatologist said to me, the sweat does have to come out somewhere, and it usually comes out in your...
In your poochie banana? What the fuck?
I watched a full episode. In fact, I made a YouTube video on it that you should watch right here, I think. When I watched that video, it was fucking mind-numbing. After viewing that episode, I felt like blowing my head smooth off with a cheap shotgun and one shell purchased from Walmart. The podcast is a complete black hole of comedy where washed-up celebrities no one's heard of talk about their hairy holes and how washed up they are. It's like the worst of an Amy Schumer stand-up without the paid audiences. In fact, I'm pretty sure the audiences fucking hate it. Even without the layers of irony, you can see the resentment in the comments. Now, I would briefly review other episodes, but I'd rather watch grass grow. Wow! She also at one point promoted Lunchly on her podcast, which is a whole can of worms I am very eager to open. That can be summed up as Mr. Yeast, Forehead, and Suicide Forest Guy make a mid-product and promote it to retards and babies. She's promoting the product of which one of the partners not only filmed a dead body, but is in a $68 million, I think, class action lawsuit because his drink fucking sucks. This directly ties her with Suicide Forest Guy, proving further the Down syndrome allegations, as if you'd need any more proof, you can just look at her fucking face. At this point, you shouldn't even feed your kids. Drink like Prime or food like Lunchly, just let them starve. Just let them starve. Moving on from the Tardcast and Lunchables, we have Haley Squelch's very own dating app, which detonated on takeoff. That's really no surprise. I mean, what did you all expect? So imagine this, it was basically ChatGPT if it was a dating app. Which is genius if you ask me. That's like this, you could just go to ChatGPT and, ask it for dating advice or something. I don't know. I'm not a retarded person. Some notable features would be the bald predictor and the height detector, which is meant for people like Keemstar and Peter Dinklage. Now, this brings us to the meat of the video. The bulk. We're 4 minutes in, probably longer, I don't know. The scam. Many millions dead. This is worse than 9/11 for crypto bros. On the 4th of December in the year of our Lord 2024, Miss Tuah launched the Hawk coin to the excitement of many people diagnosed with Asperger's. The coin inflated to about $500 million in value before crashing like the fucking Challenger. What they don't tell you is that before going live, private investors and insider traders owned about 80 to 90% of the coin supply. And they just sold all their shares off in the first hour. As soon as it gained value, they just sold them all off. That made the coin go from hundreds of millions of dollars to just tens of millions of dollars, completely draining the nutsack of those poor disabled children who actually put their money into this. What I'm guessing happened, as mentioned before, is that Jake Paul gave her quote-unquote advice about crypto, and it blew up in her face because, you know, she took advice from the biggest, most popular person with Down syndrome I know. This is just speculation, obviously, you know, allegedly is all over this video, for the most part. But he was, in fact, fined $400,000 for a crypto scam involving Suicide Forest Guy's Crypto Zoo, which is a very, very similar situation, you know, pulling the old rug, where all the people that invested in the coin are like the glasses on top of the table. But instead of that one Jim Carrey Grinch scene where they pull the cloth and they don't fall, it's like they all hit the ground and shattered. Their wallet shattered and exploded. You know? It was very bad. Truly 9/11 for the crypto bros. This was truly the blind leading the blind, or perhaps the mentally retarded leading the clinically insane. This all unfolded in about an hour. Afterwards, the perpetrators went to Twitter Spaces to hash this shit out.
Right? The people here, you guys are already y'all are ahead every day thinking everything's a scam. And you know what? You guys are right. Everything is a scam, but not this. Not this. We did not spend 6-7 months of our lives dedicated to trying to do something cool, right? To do something different, not dumping on you, not bundle snipes. Not 100% of the liquidity or whatever was bundle sniped by the team and propped up charts. You guys are not the target audience. Sorry to say, right? This is not the target audience.
Who's he talking to?
The target audience, which is why I'm even doing this, which is what's cool about it, is it's not in this spaces. And listen, most of you, we don't want you in the community. Let's be real, right? You're not great people. I don't know y'all, right? I see some friendly faces in this audience.
He's having a meltdown.
You know, I'm going to say y'all, you guys, right? There's a lot of negativity in the space. I think crypto brings the mentally ill into this thing, right? If you guys are in crypto, you're most likely mentally ill. And I'm going to count myself as mentally ill for even being here right now.
They basically had a live meltdown. I'm on Blog TV with my fucking hands up type of shit. One guy specifically named Doc Hollywood called all crypto people mentally ill, and he's not wrong, but afterwards he had a little gay retard baby meltdown. They vehemently claimed this wasn't a rug pull, and it was in fact the fault of multiple snipers, just like the JFK assassination.
Rug pulled, and it's not done by us. Yes, snipers sniped it up to an insane market cap.
No, it's
and
not
dumped
just
it.
snipers.
That was not us. That was
listen. You know that.
Listen. No. I'm telling you the truth.
And y'all made.
You know, this was bad. Even CoffeeZilla got involved, but it was a brief confrontation before they completely muted his ass.
Nobody's here for me. Everyone's here for you. Where did the fees go? Where did the money for the pre-sale tokens go? Why did y'all unlock day one so people could dump on Haley Welch's fans? And how involved was she really? And how much money is she making from all this? What's her cut? I just got muted.
After all, you know, this was nothing short of devastating, you know, for the retarded crypto community. This is their 9/11, like I said. But it was also Haley Welch's 9/11 too. Because not only did she lose her dignity, but she also lost the trust of the Down syndrome community. Many complaints were filed directly towards the SEC, but this is like asking Joshua Block to put the fries in the bag.
Fries in the bag! Put the fries in the bag! Put the fries in the bag! No!
And so far, their track record is like 0 to 40 billion from YouTuber rug pulls alone. They don't do shit. The chance of her facing real consequences is slim to basically none. But it is satisfying to see the blowback. Her house of cards is finally collapsing. You know, it's interesting how a bunch of retards on the internet can really prop a person up, whether it be ironic or otherwise. You know, after all, it was just a matter of time until the mentally and intellectually disabled stopped watching this fuck-ass podcast. My favorite part about this is the community note that says, Haley Welch will likely have to talk to a judge about this. lots of people are talking about this. Vanity Fair. Let's see what Vanity Fair has to say. I'm a huge fan of Hawk Tuah, but you took my life savings, wrote one ex-user earlier this month. The Hawk Tuah girl, everything you need to know. A young woman named Haley Welch has gone viral for her spirited interpretation and risque application of the phrase Hawk Tuah on camera. They're just stroking that thing, dog. They're just stroking that thing, am I right? Hawk Tuah girl responds to questions about her alleged crypto scam. Anywho, I'm going to bed now. So apparently, according to this article, one wallet grabbed a stunning 17.5% of the supply and flipped it for 1.3 million. That's just one dude. Or maybe that's multiple dudes and they're all fucking. Or something like that. Just the Hawk team. I love that, by the way. Hawk team. That makes me want to put a round in between my eyes. The Hawk team made well over 1 million simply by charging the sky-high fees, while Welch got away with being paid $125,000 to promote the coin. She didn't even get away with like that much money. They gave her like one decent year-long salary in trade for her entire reputation and platform. That's a pretty bad deal if you ask me. Holy shit. The team this is interesting right here. The team pre-sold a few million to strategic advisors who sold early, he tweeted in a follow-up day. Now, you might have remembered earlier I mentioned Mark Cuban. In a podcast episode, that one with Mark Cuban in it, I think, he basically said that he could have some coins, some supply, so he could sell it early.
I want a meme coin. Can I give you some tokens?
Yeah, I'll give you my wallet.
Okay.
I love crypto. You can make some money from it. There's no doubt about it.
I'm very new to it, and I'm still learning what it is.
I'll put the clip in if I can find it, but that involves me doing a lot of searching, which means I have to fucking watch a podcast episode. I don't want to do that. But yeah, how washed do you have to be? He's got such a huge net worth, and he still did this. That's hilarious. But how washed of a person do you have to be to pull this bullshit when you have $5.7 billion in your back pocket? What a retard. He might, look at his face. Look at his fucking face. He might have fetal alcohol syndrome. Like, where's his bottom lip, dude? It's just a vacancy, like a cavern in there, dude. Let's see, let's try it. Yeah. That's fetal alcohol syndrome. That's clearly either Down syndrome or fetal alcoholism. Lawyer explains potential charges Hawk Tuah girl could face following cryptocurrency scandal. Fucking Hawkonomics. Dude, I'm killing myself. I'm hanging myself, and this is gonna be in my back pocket. This is my suicide note, guys. Are you happy now? Are you happy, Haley Welch? I'm killing myself over this. God, I hope you see this. Yeah, here's one of the bigger accusations. Data has alleged that there were more than 80 wallets addressed. There were more than 80 wallets addressed. That's a typo. Fuck you, whoever wrote this article. 80 wallets addressed that had not purchased tokens, and 96% of the supply was controlled by the team and sent out to these individual smaller wallets. So it was even more than I initially anticipated. Who would have known? Who could have guessed it? Who could have guessed it? I could have guessed it. I'm a genius. Many have called for her to get jail time, deserved, for this. While the internet is certainly full of jokes, those accusations might be closer to reality. Are we winning this? Ooh, here. Welch could face charges of security fraud from the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. Also, money laundering and wire fraud from the Department of Justice. Are we winning? Legal framework is still evolving. Yeah, we lost. We just lost. No announcement of an investigation. No, they never investigate shit, dog. If that was true, Logan Paul would be fucking probably dead. Probably electrocuted in the electric chair. Or put in that fucking head tearing off machine or something like that. Alright, I think I've done enough of this. I think I washed my hands clean of this, like Pontius Pilate. Alright, in conclusion, Hawk Tuah is gay. Anyone who invested in the Hawk coin is gay and retarded. Miss Tuah should be in jail or possibly hung for being a gay retard. And a word of advice, if possible, if she ever sees this, I doubt it, but if possible, lastly, a word of advice for Miss Tuah, if you see this, have you tried hanging yourself? And afterwards, you can put in your suicide note that Logan Paul is allowed to film you, so you can make a lot of money that way. That's gonna be huge for your platform, and for us, for everybody. That'll be huge. 2016 all over again, or 2017, or whenever that happened. Source: Suicide Forest 2. What if Ninja got a low taper face?